Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to add glitter HTV to a tote bag. Tote bags are such a fun blank to personalize with the Cricut machine, from bachelorette parties to farmers markets, library trips, beach days, and picnics. But for today's project, I'll be making a Mother's Day tote. It's a sweet and practical gift that any mom would love, so let's get started. I found this on Amazon and it came in a pack of 6, which is nice if you want to do like bachelorette parties or things like that. On the edge, like the sides and the bottom, it's made of burlap, I believe, and the front and back are made of canvas. The inside has kind of a plasticky feel, so I will give some tips to help prevent this bag from melting when heating it up. Also, the size on this is a little smaller than the typical tote bag, so just make sure you pay attention to that before you buy it. It is the perfect size for me though. I'm going to be using Glitter Rainbow White HTV from Caesar. It's going to be white on kind of whitish cream, but sometimes I really like that look, so I'm going to give it a try. I found this Mother's Day SVG bundle that I'm going to be using. I've already downloaded it onto my computer. The one that I'm going to use is this one. I've uploaded it already. I thought this was really fitting. I have an 11-year-old, 7-year-old, 3-year-old. They're all in their different stages and keep me very busy. I measured my bag, and the tallest I really wanted it was 6 inches and the widest about 8. When I came in here, I tried 6 inches and it was a little bit over 8, so I decided just to do 8 inches for the width. I'm using that pink glitter HTV, but since I'm only using one color, I don't need to change this to pink if I don't want to. One thing I did notice over here is if you click this little check mark thing, there's 3 different layers in here, so I need to attach this. If you go to the make screen, you can see it gets all jumbled up, so I am just going to select on that whole grouping. I'll come down here and select attach. Now I'm ready to go to the make screen. This is super quick and easy in Cricut Design Space. For my cut setting, even though I'm using HTV, iron-on works better, so I am going to select glitter iron-on. And as you can see, it automatically turns the mirror on for you. I heard some people were upset about this new setting. Honestly, I love it because I forget a lot, so it is wonderful for me. I'm using my purple strong grip mat because the glitter HTV is thicker than regular HTV and it's rolled up, so that makes it really difficult for it to stick down. The brayer tool really helps to stick that HTV down as well, so I always like to use that. I load it into the Cricut machine and it will cut out the design. I'm curious, what are you guys crafting lately? Honestly, my YouTube views have been down quite a bit for Cricut. It's so discouraging. I'm not sure if it's because people aren't using the Cricut machines as much, or is it because TikTok's kind of taking over? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Also, let me know what projects or tutorials you would like to see on my channel. I want to be posting things that you're looking for, so I would love for you to let me know in the comments. Since this was rolled up really tight, I'm going to weed it on my mat. It sticks it down flat, which is really nice. Sometimes weeding HTV can be a little tricky to see the cut lines, especially if it's glitter. This was not bad because it was white, but if you have a colored one, my favorite tip for this is to roll that HTV. All of a sudden, you'll be able to see the cut lines and weed it a lot easier. I just love glitter HTV. I haven't used it in a while and it's so pretty. You can use whatever heat press you want for this. I'm using my Cricut Easy Press Mini and set it to medium. I found it easiest to place my heat press mat inside the tote bag. There is a little fold in there, and you want to make sure the heat mat is on top of that. Otherwise, you might end up melting that. I'm going to preheat the tote bag. I place a Teflon sheet on top. You'll want that or parchment paper. Then I just run my Easy Press Mini over it, I would say for about 5 to 10 seconds. This removes moisture from the bag, so it helps the HTV just stick better, and it also gets out any wrinkles, so it's nice and flat. The canvas part of my tote bag is 14 inches wide, and my design is 8 inches, so to center it, I'm making sure there's 3 inches on both sides. I added a couple pieces of tape. It just didn't really want to lay flat, so I figured that would help it out just a little bit. I'm ready to heat up my design. I would use, once again, a parchment paper or Teflon sheet like I'm using here. I run my Easy Press Mini over the design. I try to do it for about 20 seconds. When I was done with that, I removed the parchment paper and just checked to see where I needed to heat it down more. You can clearly see that M needed it, but I think a lot of the design still needed it. So I'm just moving the Teflon sheet, kind of looking where I need to press. I looked up the settings for a Cricut heat press for the canvas. For regular vinyl, it said 340 at 30 seconds. And for glitter, it said 270 for 30 seconds. I'm not sure why it's like that big of a difference for the temperature. Who has done this and which setting would you use? Canvas can be just a little bit tricky, so if you use your Easy Press and it's still not totally stuck down, I would just press it again. On their settings for the Easy Press Mini, it doesn't have the option for canvas, so I'm wondering if I'm not even supposed to be using the Mini for this for some reason, but I just really like using it still. When it looks like everything is stuck down, I remove the carrier sheet. I recommend doing this slowly just in case any vinyl starts to pick up. There was a little piece of the O I just wanted to make sure was pressed a little better, so I went in with my Teflon sheet. Even if the carrier sheet's gone, it's fine, and I just pressed it one more time. Here's how it turned out. I really like the white on white, and I think the glitter looks so pretty. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. I would also love it if you subscribed if you are new to my channel.